Welcome to Grace and Colby's Travelogue. Today we will be traveling back in time to the province of Batman in southeastern Anatolia, Turkey. Whoa! So today we're going to be talking about Batman Province in southeastern Anatolia in Turkey. And just for some background size comparison things, this is approximately the size of Turkey. That's, you see Washington DC in there. So it's a couple of states big, but not that big. Yeah. So a lot of what we're going to be exploring is actually a lot closer together than we may think. Yeah, this is courtesy of our Central Intelligence Agency. So, you know, they would want to make Turkey look small.
So, the region has seen many empires rise and fall, but we will begin our exploration in the 4th century CE when the Batman province was part of the Roman Empire. Such excite. So the 4th century CE was a tumultuous time for the Roman Empire. The Byzantine Empire, also known as the Eastern Roman Empire, was officially established in 330 CE. However, due to the lack of precise dating on many of the archaeological excavations done in and around Batman province, we will be using the terms Roman and Byzantine interchangeably with discussing artifacts from the 4th century CE. Now, I have with me this lovely map of the Roman Empire in the area that we are looking at. So this is Mesopotamia, as it says very lovely right there. And the area that we are looking at in relation to kind of this time is going to be right about in here. Along the Tigris, there are a lot of tributaries and such, and it's all labeled differently, so it was a little difficult to find because different language and they just called everything different. But yeah, this is kind of the area along here by all these tributaries that the Batman province will cover. Yeah.
Archaeological excavations have revealed much about Batman's past. Most prominently, however, is the still-standing Hasankeyf Citadel, located in the city of Hasankeyf, which, according to the handy-dandy A Guide to Southeastern Anatolia by the current Turkish government, is a historic city along the Silk Road. Well, it was. It's not anymore. I mean, it's still historic. Okay, so the city of Hasankeyf, which is represented here by this cup, right there, was very strategically placed to grow into a flourishing city. Though archaeologists have found evidence of human habitation in Batman province as early as the Neolithic era, the date of the actual establishment of the city is yet to be discovered, also known as currently unknown. Okay, Hasankeyf, strategically, is located on the eastern bank of the Tigris River. So, this is Hasankeyf. Here's the river. Alright, well, there's more water in the Tigris, but you get the point. And then, not only is it next to the Tigris River, but it's situated between two mountain ranges. To the north are the Vermont Mountains, represented by this clump here. To the south are the Midyat Mountains, represented by, oh god, this clump here. Which made Hasankeyf a hub for economic, religious, and cultural exchange along the Silk Road. It was perfect for travel for large caravans, especially coming out of, if they were coming from the east, a more desert climate. The steady supply of water would have been welcome. But unfortunately for the citizens of Hasankeyf, the location also left it susceptible to attacks from empires to the east of the Byzantine borders and the other empires that would later be there.
So the Hasankeyf citadel was built by the Byzantines in 363 CE as a defense against the Sassanids. 363 CE was the year that the Roman Emperor Julian initiated a campaign against the Sassanid Empire. Unfortunately for him, and despite initial success, Julian died from battle wounds shortly thereafter. Probably explaining why the people of Hasankeyf felt it necessary to build a citadel. Alright. So, as mentioned before, the Tigris River runs through the Batman province. So the Tigris River was instrumental to trade along the Silk Road, particularly due to the fact that several major cities were located on its banks. Additionally, both the Tigris River, which was here, Tigris, Tigris River, and the Euphrates, which is located to the west, which
that's over there.
it's a little opposite. So, but it's going to be over here to the west of the Tigris, and essentially runs parallel to it.
Oh my god, can't you see them?
Ooh,
No, you can't.
it's running.
Oh, really?
It's flowing. It's a flowing.
Hey!
It's a flowing river. So it essentially runs parallel to it, and it provided travelers with a consistent source of water in an otherwise desert region. So, you know, for like all the caravan, the animals and the camels, watering them, water for you. Or like in that merchant monologue, talking about deserts and lack of water and how it's a really great opportunity when you get to a place like Hasankeyf and it has this awesome water source.
It's a pretty great city.
Yeah.
Look at it. Some other prominent archaeological features in and around the city of Hasankeyf are the approximately 4,000 caves within the Hasankeyf citadel and in the surrounding area. While some of the caves exist naturally, others were man-made. And these provided much needed shelter from the heat and the sun. In the summer, in the southeastern Anatolia region, temperatures have been known to be regularly over 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. Unlike the Buddhist cave temples we studied in eastern China, there is no evidence suggesting that these caves were used for anything other than residential dwelling, you know. However, the monasteries in Batman province supplement the lack of religious remains in the cave dwellings. The Mor Kyriakos monastery was built by Syriac Christian monks in the 4th century CE and is located on a bluff overlooking northern Mesopotamia, also known as southeastern Anatolia. Syriac Christianity, which encompasses the majority of sects of Christianity that formed in what we now refer to as the Middle East, quickly spread along the Silk Road, particularly to the north, bringing us back to Batman. 1 millennium later, Islam had taken over as the dominant religion under the ruling Ayyubid dynasty.
Okay, Islam remains the dominant religion in the region today. Additionally, Batman Province is currently Turkey's largest petroleum reserve, which were discovered in 1939, and it led to the rapid development within the province. Turkey's first oil refinery, known as the Batman Batman Refinery opened in 1955. We are now in current day Batman Province. This is some facts and figures about the area now and its culture. So information is taken from a 2000 census, so it's a little dated, but that's okay. So right now the provincial population, well, not right now. In 2000, the provincial population was 476,063 people. Okay, and then also some fun cultural stuff that we got that goes on. The Batman Province is known for carpet weaving. So that's kind of one of the most common handcrafts in Batman. And a lot of the traditional looms are being replaced with killam and carpet weaving looms instead. And these carpets are sold all over in Batman, Turkey, and around the world as well. They also have a lot of folk dances, and they kind of divide them up into different types. You have, the types are divided according to how they line up. So you have in a straight line, or in a half circle, or in a complete circle, or in two straight lines facing each other. And then there are different types within those different standing arrangements. Okay, so the comic book superhero Batman may have finally found his match, and he happens to be a plain-spoken mayor from southeast Turkey. The Caped Crusaders' latest nemesis is Hussein Kalkin, the two-term leader of a city called, appropriately enough, Batman, as we're saying. The politician recently raised eyebrows around the globe when he announced plans to sue Warner Brother makers of the successful Batman films. Warner Brothers has little to say about Kalkin's lawsuit. We are only aware of this claim via press reports and have not seen any actual legal action, read a company statement. Still, Kalkin insists that he's no joker.
Why so serious?
Oh my god, I hate you.
This lawsuit is serious.
Tell me about where this article is from.
This article comes from LexisNexis Academy. And this happened in 2008.
Oh wow.
So it was a few years ago. But yeah, it's pretty hysterical.
Whenever you're ready.
Alright, let's go. Oh. The Batman Province has... No, However, next mountain.
I was gonna say something.
3 CE.
As dang you car, we'll try that again.
That's where we're going today.
That was successful.
Citadel.
Come on, cause be smart. Be smart.
Oh god.
I'm graduating, it's okay.
Valid.